Okay, we're here with Bowling Green State University women's golf head coach Stephanie Young. And Bowling Green's women's golf team is coming off, I'm sure, a disappointing result at the Spring Challenge Cup against Ohio University, where the women's golf team fell 10 points to 2. And Stephanie, what kind of, rather than focus, on that, and we all know what happened. What positives, did you take away from the weekend?
Sure. I think individually, Bailey Arnold, our freshman, came through with, she was 2-1 for the weekend, taking out Megan Weaver from Ohio, one of their leaders, on the golf course. I think that would really spoke volumes to her competitiveness and deep desire to just really be a leader for us on the golf course. And I think it's a lot of the matches, we had 3 matches that went all the way to the last hole. So I think the girls learned a lot of things about how to compete in that way, and in a way that match play can only do for you. And it was just a lot of the matches were very, very close, and I think they know that we're moving forward, even though the score obviously was a little bit more lopsided than we would have liked. There were a lot of things that went well. People struck the ball well, and as long as we can continue to hit those small marks and keep moving forward, most of the golf is still ahead of us, so we're moving positively.
How have the practices and everything outside of the tournaments been going?
Well, the weather continues. It's an uncontrollable, but it's certainly something. It's a real factor that we've had to be since we've gotten back from Arizona. We've had to be indoors. We've gotten outdoors when we can, and the temperatures, have been low enough where we can only practice for limited amounts of time outside. So, we're still dealing with that. We're still trying to get a consistent, where we can get a week of practice in that's completely outside. And I think we just continue to battle that, make the most of the opportunities that we have outside, and continue to try to build momentum competitively since we've got a lot of tournaments here in a row.
Okay, yeah, there are in fact 3 tournaments left in the season, starting with the Eastern Kentucky Colonel Classic coming up on the 9th and 10th down in Richmond, Kentucky. And what are you looking for specifically out of that tournament?
Well, I hope to see kind of our scores kind of break through. I think it's a course that certainly you can't let your guard down, but it presents a lot of scoring opportunities. So I look for us to, being south a little bit there in Richmond. I hope that the weather will be a little bit better, a little bit warmer, and a chance for us to really see some scores drop. And continue to, team building, when you're on the road together, it starts to build momentum, and you start to see girls bond and gel, and, that's what we hope to do, EKU plus our home tournament. We're really hoping to build some momentum going into the MAC.
And of course, the home tournament is in just a little under 2 weeks now. The Falcon Invitational will be the 16th and 17th here at Stone Ridge Golf Club. And obviously, we'll be talking about that more next week, but what kind of message are you trying to convey to the team about the importance of the home tournament?
Yeah, I mean, it's we got to defend our backyard. It's a chance for us to play in front of a home crowd. There's a lot of special things going on that weekend. I'm sure we'll get to when we do this again down the road, but it's just going to be a really special event. Past players and coaches are going to be back. We have a special announcement, a tournament announcement to make, and I think that it just brings a little bit extra fire to the girls wanting to compete, wanting to do well at the home tournament, wanting to do well right before MACs, and it gives me a chance as a coach to evaluate everyone on the team, because all our players will compete either on a team or individually. So it's really helpful to me to see where we're at and see where people are progressing.
And of course, the Mid-American Conference Championships follow that. They're at the Longaberger Golf Club in just a little under 3 weeks. And of course, again, we'll be talking about that, as that tournament comes closer. But, again, what, kind of, early preparations are you trying to get the team to make in anticipation of the championship tournament?
Yeah, I think, it comes down to a few things. It's a very complex golf course. It's a beast of a course to tackle. And so I think we have to keep things simple. We have to stick to the same game plan, stay focused. So keep things simple. I think we have to have endurance, which we've talked about all through our winter preparation and continue to. So you have to have endurance to put several rounds together. You can't get down early. You have to pace yourself and make sure that you're playing consistently. And then the other thing is you have to be aggressive. It can be a visually intimidating course if you let it. So what we need to be is make sure that we stick with the plan, keep things simple, but we also play aggressively. So I think those are going to be the three keys for us, leading up to the MAC and then executing them when we get there.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time, Coach. Good luck this weekend in Richmond, Kentucky, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Sounds good.